Hello, good evening. This is the overview. I am Sit Jidanjuma Jibut. Today I shall be the host of the overview. Sorry, Nirot Kutka could not be here, but of course I will not be alone. I am here with the Queen of Radio.
Okay, hello, good evening, J-Town. I'm by name Sunday Nani Rejoice, and I'll be the co-host for today's edition of the overview.
And that should welcome us to the overview, ladies and gentlemen. Before we dive deep into the topic, let's take a break again to look at our societies, see the troubles all around, see the issues all around. Last week we talked about gender violence, right?
Yeah.
We talked about violence in general, and today we want to pick one of those topics to look deep into it. And today we want to talk about rape and human
molestation.
So, Rejoice.
Yeah.
Tell me about rape.
Okay. Rape can be seen as the act of forcing sexual intercourse upon another person without the person's consent, and it usually involves both the male and the female. It's not actually a gender something, because both the male and the female can suffer from rape.
That is it. That is our definition for rape. How do you define rape? How do you see rape in your own terms? What do you think are some of these effects of rape? Let's see, what effects do we have on rape?
Okay, one of the effects of rape, it causes trauma on the victim. That's physically, psychologically, and mentally. Like, the person will have to live with it in his head.
Of course.
The scenes of the rape will always reoccur in the person's head.
If you have been involved in one of those gender violence, you discover that rape is not really a good thing. It's like you really said, leave trauma, right? And it also creates stigma, don't you think so?
Yeah, it creates stigma.
Because
people social stigma and abandonment, that means you get the person is always trying to withdraw himself,
from
his
the society,
or herself, from
now.
General public, like he's always been alone.
Of course.
Like that sense of belonging, it's not actually in the person. The person always wants to be like, let me just be on my lane.
That which was meant to be enjoyed, something that you probably are keeping it for your life partner, somebody now come and forcefully take it. Before we look at more of those effects, let's take a short break, and when we return, we'll tell you more about the effect of rape.
With over 30 countries listening to us all over the world, we still continue to raise the bar when it comes to entertainment.
With riffs and runs, especially when it's worship. Do you understand? You can't just start
with a crown, with dignity.
Ibombe!
Sports.
Throw it out this time. The defense is looking very vulnerable here. They just can't cope. It's a searching ball.
Current affairs.
How has the project affected the price change for transportation so far?
It changed many things. People are trekking, suffering, going up and down.
And lots more.
Last FM, your number one radio station.
Okay, welcome back from that break. I mean, Sunday Nani Rejoice. And before we went on that break, we were talking about the effects of rape on victims. First, we talked about the trauma it lives in the mind of the victim. We also talk about the social stigma. That's what makes the person not to be socialized. Like the person is always withdrawing his or herself from the general public, the society.
Yeah.
There's no sense of belonging. So I'll be taking the next one, which is their problems with intimacy and trust issues. Thus, you find out that the person involved might find it hard to get into a romantic relationship, owing to the fact that the person was raped before, and getting to connect in a romantic relationship is going to keep bringing trauma to the person. Like when his or her spouse is trying to touch her, she always kind of relates it to what happened to him or her in the scene of the rape.
And as sad as it can be, these are some of the problems we deal with in our day-to-day society. Constantly, every day in homes, it will shock you to know that there's a woman that is constantly not giving her husband the full joy of marriage because of this trauma you or anybody close to you must have caused these victims. But there should be solutions to it, or do we still have more of the
okay, before
effect?
I head to the solutions, rape is not just physical, it also has to do with mental. It's mentally, like the person is going to be mentally affected. It has to do with the person's mental health.
Of course,
like after being raped, like the way you store up the scenes in your head can make you feel like going crazy sometimes. So those are some of the effects, like you get to have reoccurring scenes in your head over and over again, and believe you me, you will not have peace of mind.
Not at all.
Like it will keep lingering in your head over and over again. Okay, before we head to the solutions, there's a story I have over here, and it's believed that the lady must have been raped because of the position in which they saw the lady.
Okay.
Here I read, update, corpse of a young lady was found 11th December 2022 at Farin Gada area around Harry's filling station, Farin Gada Market. The victim has been identified as one Ruth. With the posture in which her body was found, there are indications that she was raped before her demise. Her undies were off her waist. Our lead source reported that Ruth is a resident of Zaruma area. She works in Rayfield, Jos, and she was found dead. She must have been raped because of the posture, like her undies were off her.
If you are on the internet as at of 10th of December, 11th December rather, that's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
This story had been buzzing the internet of this rape story, and it's sad. Please let me quickly talk to you, dear ladies. It's December again. It's sad that every day these things happen and we usually don't pay more attention to it. As at last year, we had a lot of case of Dorime boys murdering girls, and then
of money rituals. Like you should just be cautious. Like
just be cautious,
no unnecessary
please,
movements in order to reduce the risks of some of these things.
And I think as an important advice to my dear, very, very, very dear ladies is, try to learn for yourself self-defense. There are a lot of self-defense tactics. It's not easy. It's not. I assure you, it's not easy. Some of the men go through gender violence, but you hardly see most of these cases that even leads to death in men. We have more of them in women. Ladies, please, when you go out in the evening, please do make sure that you let your family, your friends, whoever you are with.
If it's not necessary, don't even
go out.
It's not safe.
It's not. There are a lot of wolves out there just looking for anybody to devour.
And it's December period now. You have to be very cautious. Christmas is about around the corner. Like people are trying to make it either by crook or how, like they just want to get rich to some extent.
Let me tell you this story.
Get involved in money rituals or
let me tell you this
like
story, Rejoice. I was gisting with a friend, and I think he has friends that are into all these money rituals, and this is what the guy has to say about all these things. We're like, but why would you ask my guy? Me and you, they do guy. See, because of money, you will feel more than me. It's extend to the state of even lovers. You see a boyfriend killing his girlfriend for money, and a girlfriend.
Actually, last year there was a case of a boyfriend killing his girlfriend
for money rituals.
Yeah, sometimes this ritual thing doesn't really happen to outsiders. Like it happens from like person you could trust. Because at that moment, maybe she did not have any idea that her boyfriend was going to use her for money ritual.
You see,
like that level of trust.
That is what we are saying. That is what we are saying. Before you tender your trust, before you hand over your trust to anybody, please, it is very, very essential that you know who you are dealing with. You know who you're handling, because trust is a very expensive commodity. Very, very expensive. Not everybody should earn it.
Yeah.
If you should be in any relationship with anybody, be conscious that you know mentally, physically, emotionally what that person is going through. Because a lot of youth are desperate to just make money. Everybody is just after money. People just want to make money.
Quick money.
Quick money. Quick money. But ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget we are talking about rape and molestation. Human molestation.
The story I just read is an example of human molestation.
Of those human molestations.
Why, like a right-thinking human, why will you kill? Like, why will you kill? Did you give them life? You didn't.
Why take what you don't give? Really, this is a very important question to you if you do have a conscience. Before you raise your hand to take another man's life, ask yourself, did I give it?
You didn't.
You didn't. So why take it? Gender molestation has never been an option. Shouldn't be an option. We look at rape, and then we look at the stages, the effect of rapes, and then we said, see this effect you inflict on this people.
Like the trauma service.
The trauma alone.
It's more of a lifetime.
You cannot imagine that.
Because you can't just get to erase it from your head. Only with the help of God can you be able to.
The few seconds of pleasure you took forcefully.
It's not even pleasure self to the person because pleasure. It's forcefully.
Yes. Pleasure to you now, because some pleasure you get from the pains of these people, it does not only stop there, it extends down. Some people, it even affects their marriages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll take you on the solutions to rape.
Glass FM, your number one radio station.
I want to dance for Jesus. I want to grace for Jesus. Hey, thank God, God no be man. God no be man.
Are you looking for the best place to display your goods and services? Are you looking for how to take your business to the next level? Then let's be your plug. For sponsorship or advertisement, please call +234 3110 1001 or +234 81 288 03452. Glass FM, your number one radio station.
You are Odogu, Odogu, Odogu. You are Odogu.
Blazing the steel. Bring the heat. Mix it non-stop with the hottest DJ.
Yahweh, my best friend, you are my shepherd. Where I've been faithless, you've been faithful still. Whether it's raining or the sun is shining, you're the light of the world, light of my world. You're the light of the world, light of my world. I'm already blessed in the morning, blessed in the evening. In you I rest, 'cause I'm already blessed. All of my future is covered in favor. Doesn't change it, it's a miracle you made for me. It's a miracle my heart can see. I'm already blessed, blessed in the morning, blessed in the evening. In you I rest, 'cause I'm already blessed. All of my future is covered in favor. You are the answer. I'm already blessed. I'm already of the Lord. Adopted, beloved, forgiven and honored. I'm living in the blessing of the Lord. Let's go. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I'm living in the blessing of the Lord. Adopted, beloved, forgiven and honored. I'm living in the blessing of the Lord. I'm already blessed, blessed in the morning, blessed in the evening. In you I rest, 'cause I'm already blessed. All of my future is covered in favor. You are the answer. I'm already blessed. I'm already blessed. I'm already blessed. You can put me to the test, but I was first. I'm already blessed.
You're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from this break. Sorry, I got very, very emotional. It's painful when I see that. Why did we have to choose this topic today?
Because it's key.
Yeah.
I actually picked this topic because of what happened today. That's human molestation, and it pains me.
Well, what
It breaks my heart.
what gladdens my heart is that there are steps to remedy or solutions to some of these problems. Can you help us go through those
Okay,
journeys?
some of the solutions here are self-defense, like being able to protect yourself against situations like this. Like you should be able to fight back. Like self-defense techniques should be taught to both genders, like in schools, in works, like seminars like that, so that they are going to have self-defense techniques that are going to be able to fight back, not that you just stay and surrender.
Of course.
So I also have another one, which is breaking the silence. Breaking the silence in the sense that you should be able to have somebody that you can talk to, because like you just keeping it to yourself would do more harm than that, because you keep holding it, like it keeps giving you that trauma.
Yes.
Like you should have somebody that you're going to be able to let out to, like speak out to, like a trusted person.
Yes,
that
I like that point. I like that point a lot, because some people don't share their problems because they think it becomes a topic of gossip.
I'm not taking sides with them, but
Okay.
actually they said a problem shared is
a
half
problem half solved.
But nowadays it's not half solved. You can tell somebody your problem and you end up seeing that you're walking around and you're the topic of discussion.
Yes, but it doesn't that depends on your reason for sharing. Your reason for sharing, when you share, you seek solutions. So you talk about the problem. Some people have a very bad manner of sharing. They tell you beyond what they should have said. But nevertheless, I know that you must be in pains and you need somebody to talk to. And if it's you they are talking to, please, if you cannot help, seek solution. We do not say go and gossip. Seek solution to this problem, and they are
like somebody that is way more mature than you.
Yes,
that can be able to handle the situation.
And I think the federal government have agencies that handle some of these things.
It takes us to the next solution here, which is counseling. This has to do with breaking the silence, in which I talk about.
Of course,
like taking it upon yourself to receive psychological care. You can visit counselor, several NGOs and CSOs across Nigeria, such as the End Rape and Our Vision.
Yes, Our Vision.
Which are organizations that helps to tackle these
rape
situations.
Cases.
Like you can reach out to them. They are meant for that, so they can help you, counsel you, and see which way they can help you forward.
I hope that you get that properly. If you have any of these stories, or you have undergone any of the issues we mentioned earlier, you faced molestation, social molestation, or rape, and you think you want to voice out, these are some of the people you go to.
Our
Vision Nigeria and End Rape. You can meet those people. You can go to a counselor. There are counselors, a whole lot of counselors. You can reach out to us on Glass FM.
Yeah, okay. The next one here is government intervention. Like, government should be able to like put out laws that have to deal with the perpetrators of this rape. Like, they should put out like laws in which if you are caught indulging in rape, you are caught raping somebody, like, you should face the law.
Of course, and I think
Like,
that there's a law for that.
When
There's a law
we
for
are serious
that.
with making people face the law, it's going to reduce it to some extent, because nobody would like to face the law.
Of course,
except
that
if
that
they are
that
just
that
the
that is
terrorists.
that is when we have more people willing to voice out.
Yeah.
When you voice out those stories, there will be more people to face the penalty of the law, and I assure you there are more people facing the penalty of the law. Thank you so much for being with us through this wonderful show, The Overview. We are glad that you have been with us from the beginning. You went with us through our musical breaks, and yeah, we have come to the end of the show. And it's a heavy topic to talk about, believe me. When we start the show, I was feeling not worthy enough to talk about this topic, because it's really heavy for me to speak about. Thank you for being with us. Remember that you can reach us on Facebook. On Facebook, we are Glass FM. You can send us on Facebook. On Instagram, we are at Glass FM Radio Station. Remember, no spacing. You can reach us on Twitter. On Twitter, we are at Glass FM, Glass_FM. I take it again. Twitter at Glass_FM. You can send us an email at glassfm.tv@gmail.com. And you can reach our international phone lines at +234 81 288 03 425 452. I take it again. +234 82 81 288 03 452. Thank you for staying with us. I am yours truly, Siji.
Thank you for staying tuned. I'm Rejoice Sunday, and you can make it a date with us same time, same station, which is Glass FM.
And don't forget, Street Vibes comes tomorrow by 8. See you.
Stay tuned. Bye for now.